Good morning, Moore County boys and girls. This is Miss Susie and Beanie, and we're back to read another story to you. I hope you had a good summer. It went by pretty fast, and I guess you're back in school some of the days maybe, and some days you're at home doing it remotely. All I know is we miss coming to your class and seeing everybody. So I told Beanie that we were going to read a story today, and she got all excited. So we'll see how well she does. Okay, today we're going to read a story called Out of the Cold. It's a true story about a little dog that didn't have any place to stay in a doghouse. He was out in the backyard, and it's a wonderful story, so let's go ahead and get started. All right. Molly was wet and cold. Her food and water dishes were tipped over in the mud. Her chain was twisted and tangled. She sighed, and her breath steamed in the chilly air. Then her ears perked up. All right, so here's a picture. That's little Molly out in the cold, and she heard something that made her ears perk up. All right, you get back over there and be a good girl while I read a story. Are you going to bring me Miss Piggy? Beanie's bringing me Miss Piggy because she likes to have Piggy when I read her a story. Molly heard rustling in the bushes. A frisky tabby cat darted into the yard. Molly tugged and pulled so hard that her chain broke with a snap. And look here, Molly was chained up, and she heard a sound, and she just took off running. Billy looked out the window and saw Molly chasing a cat through a hole in the fence. "Grandpa," he called, but it was too late. I think Molly ran through the hole in the fence. Billy heard the car brakes squeal. There was an awful thump. Uh-oh, wonder what that means. Billy rushed over to Molly, and Grandpa hobbled close behind. Molly wasn't moving. Her breath came out of her in fast puffs of steam. Out of the car leapt Billy's friend Anna and her uncle. "I'm sorry, I didn't see the dog," her uncle explained. Anna was in tears. Grandpa touched Molly's side. "We need to get her to the vet." They lifted Molly and placed her gently in the back seat. And here they are. Molly got hit by a car when she got loose out of her backyard. "Molly is a lucky dog," said the veterinarian at the clinic. "No broken bones, just bruises." Billy and Anna squeezed each other's hand when they heard the good news, but Grandpa still looked worried. "It's time for Molly to be spayed, but now I can't afford it." And spayed means that she has an operation so she can't have puppies. "I know of a program that helps families in need," said the vet. "We'll spay Molly and give her an ID in case she gets loose again." Grandpa finally smiled, and there they are at the vet. Looks like a picture of an x-ray on the wall. Right there. I wonder if that's Molly. Beanie, have you ever had an x-ray? I think you have, haven't you? On the ride home, Grandpa thought out loud, "I wish I could fix the fence myself. I'd love it if Molly could run around instead of being chained, and she needs a doghouse where she can get out of the cold." Billy slumped in his seat. Look there, he looked sad because Molly didn't have a doghouse, and she has to sit in the backyard in the cold. You're an indoor dog, aren't you glad you don't have to go outside? I know it. Well, Anna perked up because she had an idea. And here's Anna. She's thinking. She said, "I've got a great idea." I wonder what that idea is. Do you know what it is, Bean? The next day at school, Anna worked on plans for a doghouse to keep Molly warm and dry. When the bell rang, she scooped up her drawings and hurried down the hall to the wood shop. So there she is in school. She's trying to draw all these plans to build a doghouse. And they have a wood shop in their school, so she's going to take the plans down there. "Can I make a doghouse for my project?" Anna asked the shop teacher. "I know of a family whose dog doesn't have a place to get out of the cold." "That's a great idea," he said, "and I bet they're not the only family without a doghouse. Let's make lots of houses for dogs in need." "And cats," Anna added. "Community cats, they need shelter too." And there's the classmates and the teacher coming up with all these good ideas about building doghouses. Beanie, if you had a doghouse, would you stay in it? I bet you wouldn't. Anna's classmates loved the idea. They built dozens of sturdy houses. Some were big, some were small, some were short, and some were tall. There were houses for all kinds of dogs and cats. Anna kept the surprise from Billy until the houses were complete. Look at here, all the dog houses they built in class. Sorry, Bean, didn't mean to cover you up. Look at there. They've been busy building dog houses. She covered Billy's eyes and brought him into the wood shop where the houses were piled high. "Okay, open," she said. Billy could not believe what he saw. "They're for Molly and all the other dogs and cats who need shelter," Anna said. "Wow," said Billy. He couldn't wait to tell Grandpa the news, but first he had his own idea. And here's a picture. There he is seeing all the dog houses. Billy's class turned the houses into cozy homes. They made warm beds from old jeans. They painted the houses with bright colors and fun designs. They took the plain wood, the plywood that the houses were built out of, and they painted them and put little beds in there made out of old blue jeans. Yeah, would you let me rub your head? Okay, there you go. There you go. When Anna and her uncle delivered Molly's special house, Molly wagged her whole body to greet them. "The doghouse is beautiful," Grandpa said. "Let's find the perfect spot for it," said Anna's uncle. "Then I'll help you fix the hole in the fence so Molly is safe to run free." Billy and Anna grabbed a leash and took Molly for a walk to get her wiggles out. You get wiggles too, don't you? Yes, you do. And there they are, bringing the doghouse. And it's even got Molly's name on it. Can you see right there? Wow, a doghouse with your name on it. When they came back, the fence was fixed and they let Molly off her leash. She trotted over to her new house, sniffed it, and then disappeared. When Molly poked her head out, she had a huge smile on her face. "She loves it," said Anna, giving Billy a big hug. Look at there, she's heading into her new house. They put some food and water out there and a toy. They got a little bunny rabbit stuffed animal. Aww. Molly's house kept her cozy through the crisp days of fall. When the first snowflakes fell, Grandpa opened the door and said, "Come, Molly." Molly came inside and spent many happy days curled up on her soft bed by the fire. Billy read his favorite books to her and stroked her fur. Molly's house didn't stay empty for long. A warm, safe doghouse blanketed with snow was the perfect place for a frisky tabby cat to get out of the cold. And the cat's name was Max. So what they did, see where it says Molly, and over here on the side, Molly and Max. And so the cat gets to stay in the doghouse while it's cold, and Molly gets to stay in the house. So this was a true story. It was, let me read who did it. There's a group of people that do this, and it's something we could do here for Moore County. It was the Lakes Animal Friendship Society. And so they took the idea, and it's hard to see these pictures, but they have a group of people that build the houses and paint them and fix them up, and they donate them. They give them to families who have pets that they can't afford a doghouse. So that's a good idea, maybe something we could do here, and it would be nice if some of the schools had workshops, and that could be a good project. So we are glad to be able to read to you today. We miss you very much. We hope we can come back and see you in person. And so in the meantime, be nice to each other, love each other, and remember, most of all, love your pet. Bye. Tell them bye. Bye-bye.